Welcome back, Dungeoneers. It's Sunday afternoon, and that can only mean one thing. It's time to play Dungeons and Dragons. You're watching Dice and Dungeons, and I'm here at the table with...
I'm David Wong. I play Nines, the Tabaxi Snake.
I'm Nicole Bates, and I play Soria on... the changeling slide whistle.
I'm Greg. I'm playing Ulseth Ralpha for Bogfighter.
And I'm Alexis Bates, your trusty dungeon mistress. His snake sounds.
Yes, I see that.
Yeah.
And if you like snake sounds, or any sounds for that matter, you can find a variety of sounds at our Patreon at patreon.com/dice and dungeons. There's a variety of content when you subscribe at our Patreon, including improv warm-ups and other videos that feature a variety of sounds.
What's your favorite sound in that?
Probably. And then there's also... Wow.
Sounds like
turn
that.
off your phone. And then there's also...
Not those sounds.
There's also D&D notes that have letters on them, and those actually can be translated into sounds if you so choose. So it's the best ways to support the show. That's patreon.com/dice and dungeons.
Basically, the message there is, if you like noises, we've got some.
And if you don't like noises, you can still subscribe and opt out of those noises by turning the volume down.
Yep, or muting your speakers.
Yeah, you can.
But you could still subscribe.
And you can get the, about 70% successful Google subtitles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want.
You know what's better than Google's about 70% success rate on subtitles?
I don't know about anything better than that. I would love to be informed.
Well, that's good. Because being informed about things that are better than marginally successful transcription rates through automated services is somehow geekified.
Wow. Can you tell me more?
Of course I can tell you more. Geekified is a store in Vinton, Iowa.
Where is that?
Is in Iowa.
Wow.
Point to it on the map.
Is that the right name?
That's about it. Yeah. That's Iowa shaped.
Yeah, I'm kind of hit.
Tell me more.
No, keep pointing at your hand.
But tell me more while you do it.
So Vinton, Iowa, which is about here where I'm pointing on my hand, is a tabletop gaming store in Vinton, Iowa that you can buy stuff at. And when you're there, you're going to have more fun than figuring out how many times Google got transcription on a video wrong.
That's a lot of fun.
Which is so much fun. And I am told that if you support local gaming stores, you're sexy. You're a sexier person.
And morally good.
Yes, you're a morally good person and you're sexy.
That's my alignment.
Yeah.
Morally sexy.
Morally sexy. That's, yeah.
Yeah.
So...
I'm true neutral.
Can I shift? I want to be true sexy.
My message to you is, do that. And thanks Geekified for whatever this is and continuing to support us.
Yay.
Yeah.
And with that,
Dungeoneers, let's roll. last week on Dice and Dungeons. Midnight Brunch was attacked on the ship heading to Tabaxavoy. And they weren't attacked just once, they were attacked twice. By some vicious, disgusting creatures that they now call Obama Buddies?
Goopables.
Goopables?
Goo Daddies.
Yeah, Goo Daddies.
Or
Grot Fellas.
Goo Daddies?
Or Goo Mommies.
Goopers.
Anyway,
That's my
after
supermodel, by
they
the
survived
way.
those attacks from the
Mommy?
creatures whose names I don't recognize, the group looted what they could from the ship. And that included some fairly valuable things, such as sea serpent scales, magical tattoo ink with instructions, and, most critically, lots of rope. However, in a minor
get a ship
note
with
at
that,
the
too.
end of the session, Nines, while he was asleep, was visited by the deity Samirin. Some things happened. And
Do you call all divine intervention like something happened?
I'm just enjoying riling you up. Samirin gifted him with their blessing, and with that came the reed of Samirin, which, to be clear, is the reed of a saxophone? Unless you think it was something else. We rejoined the party the following morning as they wake.
Here's your one pancake.
Thank you. It'll go great with my
it's-
godly item
No,
I just got
Just
for being worthy of a
one
god.
silver dollar pancake.
I would like... Are you all, like, three of you up and awake now?
We're
Oh
having
yeah, we're having
pancakes.
pancakes.
Okay.
Well, we're having pancake.
Pancake.
Yeah, just pancake.
Everyone gets one.
I want you to roll... This is to Nines. Nines, I want you to roll a d20 and add your intelligence modifier to it.
Can I add something else?
No.
I got a 10.
Okay. Now, I want
Oh, wait.
you
Yeah. Yep.
to roll a d20 and add your charisma modifier to it.
Can I use something else?
No.
It's 6 now, right?
Yes, to be clear, the Reed of Samirin boosts his charisma stat over 20, and you now have a +6 to your charisma.
I got a 21.
Okay. Excellent. Now, I would like you two to make perception checks. By the way, Nines, you feel totally normal. I mean, you're like, hey, I had a good night. But you feel totally normal.
What if I already see what's going on here?
I just wasted a nat 20 plus 6.
I got a nat 20 plus 9.
What?
Actually.
What a total.
Okay, fantastic. So,
do we
as you
perceive
take the
anything?
first sip of your coffee, which
I did not make coffee.
someone else
cocoa?
did.
Oh, thank you, Howen.
Was that
Cohen
Owen?
didn't make coffee.
Who made coffee?
Thank you, whomever made coffee.
Prayel makes coffee every morning.
Oh,
What kind of coffee? Like, how is it prepped? French press?
Navinian.
No, it is not a French.
No, it was
Navinian
made by
press.
the man French.
By the way, there's a good medical reason for that, and you can look it up. It deals with removing.
Toxin things.
No, it's a certain type
Chemicals.
of cholesterol that's removed when you make coffee and pour it through a filter. It actually removes a artery clogging bit of cholesterol from it when you make coffee. But if you use a French press, which is unfiltered, then you still get that in there. So
is this the good kind?
yeah, this is run through a filter.
There,
but
doctor.
it's espresso.
Oh, so it says small cups. So we all raise our cups at
And
the
you
exact
see
same time.
Soloth over there looking slightly irritated.
Why? Because we're drinking out of the small cup?
No, because he had to spend his morning heating the boiler.
Wow.
Oh,
He's a fire ganassi.
yeah, well.
Oh no, he had to sit in place for a little bit.
Yeah, it's boring.
Anyway, we all raise our little cups.
Cups.
Ding, ding, ding. And while we're sipping something, we realize something. Oh my god.
Of course.
Why does
Owen
Helen
is
have
tiny.
a giant espresso mug?
No, Owen's tiny now.
Well, yeah, I had the tiny cup for that, but like it's espresso, so I had to have my espresso saucer.
Just a saucer?
It
So
was
it's like-
big enough where like people didn't even see it. Yeah, they were.
So what did we perceive?
As you take your first sip of coffee, and like your brain then wakes up.
That's what coffee does. You take one sip,
And your brain wakes up.
your brain wakes up.
I mean, mine does. It really starts kicking after I have at least one sip of coffee.
Usually if you throw coffee on me, I
Nice.
wake up pretty fast.
Nines. Would you care to take a guess at what's happening?
I see a tabaxi paw come up to my face.
You do.
Hey, what's it?
We all-
What's way too much coffee to spit out while drinking espresso?
Like,
All of you just spit out far too much coffee. That doesn't make sense since you just took a sip of espresso.
This coffee is bitter!
Nice.
What?
You're a tabaxi.
Yes, I know. I've been a tabaxi my whole life.
No, you're not
not
a-
very observant, are you,
You're
Zoria?
not a badger.
Yes, I'm not badgering you right now.
yes, you are.
Well, yes, you need to give me more than one
I
pancake.
pull out a mirror.
What is this flat surface you handed me?
It's a mirror.
Oh, I turn it around. Oh my god, my beautiful face!
Where?
So fuzzy!
Where?
Still.
No one shaved my beautiful face! That's a terrible prank in Tabaxavoy.
Oh man, like shaving someone in tobacco, like shaving all their hair off. Oh man.
Especially
That's-
with,
that's a
you
cruel
just,
joke.
Yeah, or you just like leave the face fuzzy and just shave everything else.
So it looks totally lopsided. Okay.
Great,
You
this
are
is how
nice
I.
right now.
Yes, I now look as beautiful as I feel.
You don't feel
So-
very beautiful.
What are you talking about? They're very beautiful.
Do you think that this is just an enchantment on top of the curse? Or do you think that Nines is back?
Let me see.
What are you doing?
I'm just swinging my hand around.
I
Is that what spellcasters do?
I cast
Yeah,
detect
it's mostly
magic on.
just show.
I detect cast magic on.
You
on
detect
Nines.
cast magic?
Yes, on Nines' head.
Just that.
Just the head?
Yeah, I don't care about the rest of you.
I'm wearing a magic item on my head.
Yeah, what do you have? What are you wearing right now?
I have my helm of telepathy. I
Oh,
did have
yeah.
to. I did have a ring of protection. I have removed that, and I am attuned to the Rita Samaran. So I currently have the Knife of the Seuss, the Helm of Telepathy, and my special made-for-me god item.
So I detect magic on Nines.
There's a lot of magic.
Yeah, I know all of this is
Yes,
magical.
I'm so magical.
Can I sort it out at all, or am I just overwhelmed by all the little bits of magic that are hanging all over Nines?
I mean, you've detected this before. Obviously, there's a lot of, divine magic
Yeah,
off
well-
of.
Having rolled a nat 20 for my perception, am I convinced that this is a real change?
Well, actually, it's a,
I mean,
lack of a change.
There's nothing
an
about.
unchange.
Put it to you this way: there's nothing about him that looks or feels like a badger. Like he looks just like himself. You don't sense anything weird about him.
That's
Or-
unusual.
There's no additional
Now-
magic that surprises
So do
you.
you
There's
think-
nothing else. Yeah.
Because didn't the voice's curse must be getting overridden by your god
the
person?
reed.
Maybe I'm just so good at performing, I'm just now back to normal.
I don't actually know how religious stuff works.
Neither do I.
Do you know anything about religion, also?
I can find out. Should I find out?
Okay, I have a +1. What do you have?
+1.
I have +3.
15. Do I have any idea what's been happening?
No, you have no idea.
Our highest religion is +3 in our group.
Yeah.
Well, it hasn't come up.
Owen, what's your religion?
Oh, I'm kind of like, I don't know, unaffiliated?
No, I mean religion check. What's your religion check?
Mechanically, can you put a number to it?
Oh, so I have to mechanically define how much religion I know.
Yeah.
This is a weird question, sorry.
Like if you were gonna pull a random religious question out of your hat, what kind of modifier would you feel like you have to it?
I mean, probably like a +1.
Wow, you know less than I do.
None of you really cared to put that, and I don't think any of you have intelligence as one of your, like, class strengths.
Yeah, that explains a
No, but
lot.
I do have a +3.
So, you get that.
So, yeah, so we're like baffled and amazed at your
So to be,
reappearance.
Speak to me, apparition.
what are you doing? Why are you touching my face?
Just seeing if you're real.
Ooh, do we have any photos of when I was a badger?
Oh yeah. Hold on, can we see one of the promotional posters with
Oh,
Nice.
God, am I gonna have to rent a whole bunch of new ones?
I don't know, pull one out.
Ugh.
Pull one out.
Yeah, pull it out.
To Tabaxi.
Oh.
Yeah, you need to get a badger one now.
How about that?
Pull out a t-shirt.
Also Tabaxi.
Bobblehead.
Also Tabaxi.
Watch.
Also Tabaxi.
Mug.
Funko Pop.
All
Knock
the
off.
things are Tabaxi.
Crab Staxy.
Those are crabs.
What about the shirt that says "I'd rather be badgering you right now"?
I'd rather be seeing you.
Yeah, that still says I'd rather be badgering you right now, because it wasn't your image. It was just the word badgering.
Oh, so we really should have put a picture of
Well,
Nines
this
on
is-
that one.
So Ulseth is just sort of startled and baffled about this retransformation of Nines into Tabaxi form.
Yes, now you don't have to look down on me so much.
Just
I
the
still
normal
look-
amount.
just the norm-
just the normal amount of down on you.
Just the normal amount of down on me.
Okay, not way down, but just the normal amount of looking
Yes.
down.
Nines, you turned me into a Tabaxi too.
You just turned into me.
No, I didn't turn into you.
You just turned into my brother.
Which one? The one I know?
You may never see any of my family.
Volodymyr, where are you?
Oh, sorry, what do you want?
Look.
I'm so sleepy.
Look at Nines.
We throw coffee.
Why
in it.
do I have to? I
Here,
need coffee. Where's coffee?
Here's a coffee.
I am awake now. That is how it works. Oh. You look like you again.
Yes, I look like me again.
Oh, that's nice.
Why aren't you more happy for me?
I'm very happy for you.
You don't look very happy.
I'm very happy.
You should express it better.
Well, what do you want me to do? This is how
Oh,
I
you
express
did. Noise is back to normal.
You
It's
know,
so great.
you know Volodymyr is not very.
This is so
You're
great.
being sarcastic about it.
I'm not being sarcastic
Why
about
are you being
it.
sarcastic about it?
Because I've already expressed my gratitude for all the things you've done and my excitement that you are back to being you. But you are also a very, cute badger. You're very fluffy.
But I'm very cute Tabaxi.
Yes, but can you disappear? You can't vanish like this.
I try to disappear for 6 seconds.
You're not a badger.
You know your brother's not expressive or bombastic in any way.
No.
That is the opposite. He is very bombastic.
Sorry, is correct. I am as
Reserved.
even as the calm seas.
you who are Nines.
What?
Now that you are tabaxi form again, perhaps you would not be recognized as someone that was wanted.
I pull out the wanted sign.
I try and think about when Nines was a badger. Can I picture him in my head as a badger, or does it come back?
Or do you
I mean,
see-
like, sort of, but hey, You notice, like, when you're trying to recall something that you just ever so barely remember, and it's all kind of hazy.
So what about all the people who were at the Outlaw concert who saw Nines as a badger?
Well,
I pull out our commemorative picture of us with Soloth dressed up as pirates.
I mean,
Is it
Tabaxi.
Nines at Tabaxi?
a pirate tabaxi in that one.
Where did you guys get that picture taken?
When we hung out with Soloth and Glintring and Trokmar
Oh, that's right.
before we left.
Yeah.
We went out to dinner, we hung out, we got a commemorative photo where we dressed up as pirates.
I think we
I'd
threw up
forgotten
on a
about
zip
that.
line.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
Was it there?
I don't know.
Oh, we did go on a zip line at some point.
Yeah.
You did, yes.
So you who are Nines, who is now looking like a tabaxi,
Yes.
You can
Do you
carry
think that
things
you can-
again.
No. That's what we have him for.
do you think you can do stairs?
No.
I do believe
That's a
this.
crazy question. Why would you ask that?
To test if you are still really Nines.
Well, I am more Nines now than I've ever been.
Or you're an imposter.
Oh, that could be.
Why would anyone want to pretend to be Nines?
What are your opinions on silver alchemical goo?
What, good daddies?
Yeah.
I don't like them. They hurt.
That's a Nines thing to say.
Nines would say that, yes.
What's your opinion on the League of Shadows?
Well, they're definitely real.
Insight check. 19.
Well, I rolled a 3, but I'm telling the truth.
Seems legit.
Also, they're trying to kill me.
Huh. Yeah, okay.
So, have you ever set anything on fire?
Yes, I set many things on fire.
Name 2.
That's also completely accurate to a Nines.
I was like, that's fourth, like 3 months ago, I think.
6 months.
Whatever. Time's an illusion.
You are Zoria.
Yeah.
I do believe that Nines has come back as a tabaxi
From the dead.
I didn't die.
from the badger.
Soloth walks in at this point. Hey, how did everyone enjoy the espresso? Oh, hey, you're a tabaxi again. How
Oh,
about
he
that?
didn't. He didn't spit out his espresso.
He wasn't drinking any at that moment.
That's what would have made it way funnier. You just walk into a room, just start spewing coffee. You're like, I'm so surprised.
Wait a minute. Soloth walks in the room and goes, hey, everyone, how did you enjoy the espresso? Holy crap, Nines, you're a tabaxi. Is that better now?
Yes, I'm happier now. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. It is all about you, after
Yes,
all.
it is
about-
definitely Nines.
So, how do I get the god of cooking to get me a frying
I
pan?
don't know. Be good at cooking. That's what I did with my music. I was
that-
good at cooking.
There's a god of cooking, right? I have no religion.
I don't
check.
know. I didn't ask my god any questions.
Is it even your god?
Sure, why not?
So,
What's
Wait,
their
see, why
name?
would I know that? My religion check is terrible.
So do you like pray? Is that a
I
thing?
think I just play my music.
Oh, okay.
yes, did not we learn that in order to remain like uncursed, you need to perform
Are you any good?
without vengeance?
Are you any good with your instrument now that you don't have weird badger lips?
I don't know.
Oh, all right. We'll find out during a
Yeah,
next phase.
we'll just do a show when Tony's practicing.
So,
Yeah.
will you do a show for us tonight?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay, good.
50 gold.
From whom?
We'll take it out of the party funds. Nice.
You
we
are
need 50
home.
gold from the party fund.
Okay, I pull out the bag.
Do you have the bag?
I put it back in the bag. Well,
We're not good with math. So
we definitely took it away from Ulsa after he drunkenly tied it up on a crane.
we didn't even own
It was
that
safe
crate.
there.
Holwyn has the bag.
Hillin has our group money. Hillin has Nine's entertainment.
A subsidiary of the Voice Entertainment.
Yes, I work for The Voice.
You do, yeah.
We'll work under The Voice. I think I'm my own boss.
A lot of people would love to be under the Voice.
Yeah.
So after we're done finishing our massive cups of espresso,
And we grab the mop and clean up the floor that is now
Covered
just
in
like
coffee
inch high of just
sloshing about.
coffee.
The
It's just-
divorcees come in. Now, hey everyone, how are you doing this one?
You haven't even gotten coffee yet.
that's how it works.
Then
I'm pretty sure you've only known me as a badger.
the next member of the divorcees walks in. Oh, hey, what's going on? Why are you spending? Oh,
Are they just making coffee, or are they just
Yeah.
all coffee?
it's all
Just
coffee.
coffee.
Serpentis 6. Good morning, everyone. We're
It's just a line.
yeah.
Wait, do they do it sequentially, or they just do it all at once? Just
Would they like all like roll into the room together and like,
They actually.
and do a little pose because that's like their team thing, and then they look at you and start going, "Good morning, everyone!" And, they're like, and the
wait,
coffee
that's-
just
They do it at
appears.
different tones, and it plays out like Puck Bell's Cannon or whatever.
well, I thought like they would do it. They do their pose, see me, start spewing, but then they turn their heads to like be like a water feature.
Oh, that'd be good.
So weird. As long as it makes Nines happy, that's what this show is
This
about.
show is about making nines.
This is the only thing this show is about. It's just making
making
me
Nines happy.
Lately, that has been true.
like not attacking me during combat, giving me god items.
Oh, now that you're not a badger, you're a target again.
Oh, look at me! I'm a badger again with my little hands.
Claws.
Whatever.
All right.
So,
Well, this is quite a turn of events.
I just drew a badger in my book, too.
Yeah, I know.
Well, now I had to turn into a tabaxi.
now what? I'd like to just kind of draw this out for the viewers and the party here for a minute. Now that we've had the morning coffee and revelation about Nine's current state, it's going to be 5-ish days from where you are right now on the ship until you get to Tabaxavoy. I don't want to role play each of those days
Don't
individually.
want to do this in real time.
No, I don't. So, what we're going to do is we're going to have 5 days. And we're going to just pick what we want to do. We're going to roll for skills. I'm going to assume you do skill work every day. And if there's anything specific that you want to go over, and one of your party mates does have something they want to go over, we're going to just set all that up. So, first things first, let's get the skills out of the way. So how we're going to do this,
Ah,
He is stuck to my hand.
one at a time, you're going to pick which skills you want, and I'm going to write them down and add this stuff up. Now, the last time that we did this, all of you, for whatever reason, chose to do close-up magic.
they chose to do close-up magic. I believe I did something else.
You did the little hand accordion
Yeah.
thing.
Concertina.
Yeah,
Concertina.
concertina.
That's true. You chose to be contrarian. Everyone else decided to
Concertina.
engage.
Concertrarian.
Concertranian.
Concertranian.
Miranian, whatever. And everyone else decided to engage in groupthink. So,
Groove. Thing. Groove.
one person at a time. This will be much easier to take care of. We'll start with Ulseth, because why not? What skill do you want to work on? Do you want to stick with working in
Oh
close-up
yeah,
magic?
close-up magic. I want
Okay.
to become proficient at prestidigitation.
We're doing 5 rolls. Make your first.
47.
Okay.
Do 5 in a row here.
Yes.
Ooh, 80. 80. Just plain old 80.
I know they. Okay. Roll number 3.
69.
Nice.
Nice.
Roll number 4.
800.
8.
No, it's 800's better.
Rule number 5.
Oh, really?
3.
You're not good at this close-up magic thing.
No, I'm not.
If we all learn,
You didn't finish strong.
No.
if we all learn close-up magic, we can get a little more now you see me-ness into our heist.
Yeah.
If you guys all
that was-
learn close-up magic and you all become proficient in it, I promise, cross my heart, I will make a magic-themed heist for you guys.
Oh, good. Can Artemore do performance now?
Artemore can do performance.
Now that I'm rolling single digits on a D100?
Are you gonna get?
I'm
100?
predicting 75.
59.
I was close.
Well, no. Closer.
I'm predicting 36.
Closer. 29.
I was close.
Now what?
I'm predicting 82.
61.
I was close.
I mean, you were within 100.
Rule number 4.
20,
I'm going to predict 26.
26. Right on.
Nailed it.
And the last one?
Last one. I'm predicting 91.
Oh my. 90.
You were close.
That was the first time you were
And
close.
I whiffed hard on that one. 4 in a row, and then right out.
Yeah.
Surya, are you doing close-up magic?
I would like to spend the 5 days using the enchanting book that Dole's turned his disc into,
Okay.
and working with Dole on speaker to try and repair Ulseth 2.
Okay.
Which I'm assuming is like Arcana based.
Yes. I have not figured out what you would do for that.
I fix Ulseth 2 completely. No.
It's a bit more complicated than that. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna figure out what kind of progress you need to make and like how you might make it. I'll have to do that outside of the game session right now because I didn't plan on you choosing that.
I didn't either until halfway through Ulseth's rolls.
Okay, so cool choice. This will be interesting, but I am gonna need time to work that out. You'll get 5 days credit of working on that. What that translates to, I don't know, but I do want to know by fixing what is your goal. Like, what's the thing you're trying to reach?
I'm working with Dole.
Okay.
So he's sort of mentoring me through this process using my training in Arcana. I want to get Ulseth 2, who we reattached an arm on, back up and running. And we want to first of all, it identify Midnight Brunch and pals as friendly.
Okay.
And I believe we also were going to reassign it from like a war golem to being like a servant / caretaker for like
/
Boulette.
war golem.
So, like a butler.
Yeah, like a butler.
A war butler.
A war butler.
Yeah.
So you want, essentially,
A butler / bodyguard.
you just want Alfred. But as a golem.
Which Alfred?
Oh, the one that's in the comic books, Alfred is always badass.
Okay, so not like a Michael Caine Alfred, but like the comic book Alfred.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that one.
Who, like, has somehow been serving the Wayne family for decades and
Was
decades
also
upon
decades in like the Royal Air Force or something.
and like an assassin. Who knows?
Who knows?
It's very confusing. Anyway, I'll figure that out later. Cool.
So do you want to remind the watchers and listeners That you're not talking about me, that you're talking about this golem that we
No.
acquired? No? Okay. Stay confused then.
Yeah, you know what? Just go back and watch it. It's only a few hours back.
Yeah. Also has 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
Well, it was
Nines.
electric and fire, I believe.
Wonder if
Yes.
we can mix and
Yes,
match
sir.
them.
9s. What do you want to work on?
So concertina, I'm currently looking at a fake diploma that I can order on eBay for $11 that says I graduated from Concertina State University.
Is postage free at least?
Concertina State. You could literally just screenshot that and print it yourself.
Yeah, I wanted the worst quality possible.
And it's made out to your name here.
Yeah, your name here.
Okay, well,
So I need to justify that purchase.
by learning the concept.
How? What are you gonna justify that with?
I don't know, you just get it, and then you just put it up in your wall, and they're like, oh, you graduated from Concertina State? And I'm
like
like,
that it
go
has-
Wolverines!
There's a quantity.
Pictures of concertinas.
Each one costs less the more you
So
buy.
anyway,
Yeah, if I buy
You're
4 of
practicing.
them,
you're 4 times as good.
yeah, like,
So you're training in your concertina.
yes.
Well, let's see how that goes.
84.
Not a bad start. Better than the 11 you had last time.
26.
That's more typical.
46. And right in the middle there. $6 shipping for this doctorate. Imagine if I like just call like the post office. Your tracking said my doctorate was gonna run. Got another 26.
Your rolls are not strong tonight.
Well, what are you gonna do?
I don't know.
They're better than most of mine were.
25.
Wow.
I think at this point you should just sue the dice makers because they are lopsided.
But they have cat faces. On them.
That's the end of your rolls. You got 84, 26, 46, 26, 25.
There you go.
Not a single cat button. Hologram.
Well, there you go. Okay. So you've got the skills out of the way. Now on to what specific, like, important character things do you guys want to do over the next 5 days that we will role play out?
I want to take one of the little fervent crystals that I've got, the
Okay.
little flashlight battery kind of thing,
Sure.
and fiddle with parts that I happen to find around the ship to try, see if I can create something that would, what would I want it to do? I would want it to,
Make a jet engine. So that, like a water jet for the ship.
it would make a bird robot.
Oh, a mechanical bird.
A flappy,
Okay.
flappy bird.
Do you
thing.
want it to do anything other than just, like, flutter around?
No, I just want it to flutter around and not very far.
Okay, so you basically want to make, like, a little wind-up toy bird.
Yeah, except that it's fervent crystal powered. Just, just to practice my skills now that I have expertise.
Okay. Well, why don't you roll that check?
Well, what do I use as my modifier?
You're for
You have-
intelligence plus expertise.
Yeah.
So it's plus 5 total.
Intelligence.
Double proficiency. Or what's your proficiency? Sorry.
And intelligence?
Well, you add intelligence and what's your proficiency modifier? It should be plus 3.
4.
4. So it's 8 plus 1.
Oh,
So that's 9.
that's
Yes.
And you get guidance.
Ooh.
This one.
Are you just like walking around the deck just slapping people?
Yeah.
Guns!
Ooh, nat 20 plus 2.
Hey, he
plus
didn't say it right.
baby. 31. I really don't like doing that.
You don't have to.
Okay.
I mean, like,
Fine, we'll do it for you.
That's like the second nat 20 I've gotten for something that doesn't really matter.
you're really good at that. I will tell you the results later.
Okay. But I'm here. I'm fiddling with my fervent crystal and little bits and pieces and gears and sprockets.
Anything
and
else you
strings.
guys would like to do over the 5 days?
Soria's main things are gonna be she's gonna, aside from her normal ship duties, she's gonna spend time with sevens, playing and training,
Friends.
Okay.
and gossiping with Dole.
Okay.
Just, talking, gossip, talking about nines behind his back.
What?
All right. 9s. Do you have anything that you'd like to do?
Well, we'll play around with the new magical item, and we can do 1 or 2 legend wars. We have a few days.
Sure. Okay. So basically, you're both
Bard shit.
you're practicing and maybe performing, putting on like a small show, just entertaining people.
I mean, if I'm performing my concertina to the group, I think I should get an extra roll for that.
And that's a pretty good point. Why don't you go ahead and roll again? I'm predicting
84.
63.
78.
I was close.
What does a reed turn into when you're playing a concertina? Like one of the straps?
Make the bellows glow.
The bellows.
Does it like strap like a little
buttons?
amplifier onto the bellows? Because I just saw that.
The little.
You know what? It makes the buttons.
The little gnome on the inside that screams.
Yeah, it is a
Oh, a little tiny gnome on the inside.
fun fact,
Nate-
all musical instruments in this world have a small gnome inside of it.
that screams.
Yeah, that screams.
Just
Nines knows he works at he worked at a musician shop, so
Yeah.
when you strum a lute, it's just a very unique gnome
Yeah.
going.
Well, actually, it's like a
That's it,
handful.
That's screaming.
No, it's a handful of gnomes because one for each string.
Oh, is that why the body's so big?
Yeah, that's why the buys it, because it's basically like an apartment for gnomes.
This all makes sense.
Yeah. Now I
We have
understand.
no reason
I
to
understand
question
music.
you on this.
We have no reason to question you.
Why do you think I keep putting food in my loot? Do you think I'm
I
just?
thought you were
You don't
scraping
put
it for later.
I have other ways of storing food.
But
know,
put it-
little
you
gnomes.
used to put it in your cheeks, right?
See, little gnomes need places to live. So we built instruments for them to live in. They agreed whenever we build an instrument to make the instrument's noise, but you have to, make sure to take care of it. So you can feed them and
And you gotta signal them by hitting like a string or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah, because if you put the strings on there, dead silent. Just nothing. Just strum, just like. And they're like, your gnomes died. You forgot to feed them.
Is this canon?
No,
Why not?
because I don't want to have a society with gnome imprisonment as the underpinning.
Like living there.
Music.
They choose to live in there.
No, they don't.
Why do you think we have the best instruments? We have the best lofts in there. The gnomes want to go there, and we can be picky about it. We can do credit checks on the gnomes.
This is getting dark.
This is just.
So, legend lore.
So you were going to tell us what happened on the concertina, though. You started to say the buttons, and
She's
then
definitely avoided that.
The buttons get shiny.
Oh, that makes it sound better. Shiny button. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. It worked. What do you want to have happen on it? What part would you like it to look special?
I
The
want the gnome
gnome.
to get bigger.
There's no. Do you want the bellows to be pretty? Do you want
they should. The
like,
bellows
what do you
should
want?
sparkle and spark.
They like chrome.
They're like chrome, and when you play, it flashes.
Think I am handling the buttons the most. So maybe we can why are we fighting? We can both be the buttons.
The whole
and
thing.
Yeah.
No, those two parts, like the ends of it, don't count.
Gotcha.
Okay, so the buttons and the bellows,
And the gnome.
the buttons and the bellows, they get like special and shiny and
I
chrome
mean,
and
probably
whatever.
technically speaking, based on its function, the reeds that are actually inside it that is getting air compressed through it would.
Yeah, but you have to see what it does.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
When you make a video game, you have to see.
This is a visual effect.
Yeah.
Understood.
I was very clear in the description of Rita Samiran that it does take on some visible part of the instrument. So, that's what it is.
Okay.
So you do that, and you did roll better than your previous 4 rolls. And in fact, you did better than 3 of those 4 rolls combined.
Yeah, that checks out. Yeah.
So, good job. Anything... So you want to do a couple legend lores.
Yes.
Okay. Anything else?
I'll do it. Just performing, making people see weird stuff with magic.
Okay.
Playing with they're not illusions, right? Or is it?
I mean, we're not doing full concert. That requires spell slots.
No, yeah.
They are not illusions, they are major images.
Yes.
Right. That's right. Images.
So, what we're going to do is we're going to tackle, since the only thing we really have to go through and, like, talk about it is the legend lore of what you guys are doing. You're definitely making progress and stuff. You
I'm tinkering.
are tinkering, and I'll let you know those results later. You want to do legend lores. You
And I'm
earned an
bellowing.
extra performance.
Yeah.
And then once we do the legend lore, or lores, then we will get into what one of your fellow crewmates wants to discuss. What would you like to legend lore?
Well, Seth, do you have anything you want to legend lore? Feels like you've been left out.
Oh, but I've learned so much about
Lanfiran.
Lanfiran. I've learned about Lanfiran.
The last time we talked,
There was, go ahead.
Nines, you mentioned you wanted to do more of your loot.
Well, yeah. I just wanted his opinion before I just did the loot.
Oh, okay.
Regardless of what he suggested.
Now, if I remember way long time ago, when my village disappeared, I found a scrap of something. It had like a talon on it or something like that.
Are you thinking of the griffin scrap that was on my
No,
back?
there was one in mine too.
You think it's legendary?
No, probably not.
I
But
mean, you can draw a picture of it. We can try to see it.
yeah,
But we'll do the loot again because the voice did something to it.
Oh yeah, he put runes all over.
yeah, to
And I
make the
wanted-
audience love him.
Or to like eat their love or something.
Okay.
Okay.
So
So,
learning more
Hey,
about
who
you.
wants to go see, who wants to be part of the legend lore stuff?
Do we have to see a voice concert again?
I don't know. I don't really have control over what we see.
If it is a voice concert, can I go like this?
I don't know, actually.
Prayel and a couple of the divorcees sit down with popcorn.
Where'd you get the popcorn?
Yeah, where did you get the popcorn?
I made it.
May we have popcorn, please?
I reach over and just start eating it while I
I'll go
cast a
make
spell.
another.
Use your
No,
hand.
They go make like 3 or 4 more bowls and come back.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's a good point. I do use my
Do
main-
they make it by just like oiling down Salas' abs and putting the kernels on his abs?
Prayel doesn't do that.
In public.
In public. It's my sexy popcorn popper.
Thank you for the popcorn.
It's a popcorn papa.
I'm eating.
Oh boy, we need to copyright that and start selling it.
That'd take a lot to explain. Okay. People gather.
I do my magic stuff. Throw my ivory out, just kind of toss it.
I like giving Nines a chance to.
You've really gotten your tabaxi energy back.
Yeah, get that. I carefully stack them upright,
Okay.
then knock them over,
Of course.
Take 200 gold worth of incense, and I just like set it on fire. Just this massive fire in the middle of this ship while we're inside the hull of it. Take a big whiff of it. And cast my spell.
The smoke fills the room
Yes, I purged a lot of it.
quickly.
Excessively.
It, fortunately, equally quickly, turns to more of a mist and less of a choking hazard. You sink deeper and deeper into the liquid of this vision.
It's a very
Moves
thick
back
smoke.
and forth. It is, yeah. And as it finally begins to fade, you see the scene of a smoky concert. The venue, a familiar one.
Is the voice on stage?
Yes,
Oh.
the venue, a familiar one. It's the town square of Nordfeld. Looks like a large festival is taking place and has taken over much of the city.
Is it Nine's Aid?
It's Nine's Aid? We're hosting this whole festival to just give Nines money.
Why not? That sounds like a great festival.
Yeah.
No.
Everyone Nines would like money and make him happy. Let's give him some. That's the pitch. You can, indeed, see the voice performing on stage. Slowly, the noise of the crowd comes into focus, and you realize your nemesis is just finishing up a song. One that you don't recognize. The voice calls into the microphone. Hey, everyone. You keeping sexy, Nordfeld? Yeah. Thunderous applause is the only response.
Don't get into it.
Thunder.
And the voice shows how clearly pleased he is with it, touching himself in a sensual manner and undulating his body, clearly signaling that he is aroused.
Woo! Stop it!
The avatar of horniness continues.
Wait, the Avatar or the Avatar?
Abattoir.
The Absatar.
ABBA, like ABBA the band.
Yeah,
Avatar.
All of them.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh yeah, how would you all like to keep it sexy with ya boy? The crowd screams, and he rubs
like,
his
fear
nipples
or agony or-
exuberantly.
Which ones?
These two.
He's not a badger.
Well, I don't know that. People just turn into badgers when you least expect it.
That's true. We didn't expect it.
No one expected that.
No one
All
expects turning
right.
into a badger.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Gimme. I'm gonna pass around my brand new lute. It's got a little enchantment that should make everyone very happy. As he gives a hard and clearly sexually charged wink. Who wants to touch it? Woo! At this, he grabs the lute and holds it in a manner that would suggest it's a crude phallus. Again, the crowd goes wild.
What are they doing to my instruments?
All
crowd going
you
wild?
gotta do is touch it once, and you're gonna get a little gift from moi. So everyone be nice and share it. Yeah, because sharing is fucking woo! Yeah! Once more, a calamitous uproar echoes from the audience as the voice sends the lute down to the gathered crowds. As they lay hands upon it, each person's eyes become glazed over, and a look of stupid bliss falls over their face.
So this is different than it was a second ago. How?
You actually can see like a fog go over their eyes.
And they get even stupider than they were when they were cheering the boys.
Like a fog goes over them, and then our ear watchers won't be able to like see this, but I'll try to do like what they look like. So, like some sort of fog goes over their eyes, and then they're like this.
Okay.
I don't know why I did that. They often slump to the ground and weakly breathe, never losing the look of joy on their face. The crowd eagerly reaches for the guitar as it moves its way from one to the other, passing one person to the next.
So they collapse after they let go of it? Or someone like...
It's like you touch it and then...
Oh, so, but is someone like carrying it, or is it like floating, or...
I mean, it's just kind of like being sort of passed around. Not everyone collapses. So, like, people kind of grab it and they're like, yeah.
But it's
And then
being like mosh pitted.
Kind of, and then being like passed back so people are grabbing for it as others are like, it's just being moved around. Well, all of you are getting your gift. Let me give you another. This time, as a song. He counts off 4 to his band and dancers, and another tune starts up. This one you do recognize, Nines. It's a twisted and upsettingly horny adaptation of your song, You Suck!
Oh no! They're gonna misconstrue the meaning of that song!
The original was simply about how other people suck and
Noise is great.
fell comfortably into the genre of angry pop rock. Borderline punk, but not quite. It's a little too upbeat. This
Well, I'm very
version...
positive about telling people how much they suck.
It makes you
You are. You
Well,
are.
it made
You're very nice
you
about it.
happy. It was, it's one of those songs that you listen to when you're like, I'm mad and I'm angry and I want to feel better. That's what you wrote it as. This version, however, is not about any of that, even in the least. In fact, the word suck isn't even used in its original context anymore.
What?
That's shocking.
Oh my god! How does the voice use it?
Well, I believe that you can imagine how it's used by the voice.
No, I am trying to think. Please explain it to me.
He goes on to sing about how many people suck.
Yeah, is he complaining about the quality of it?
No,
Is he talking about how great the quality is of it?
generally. He really likes how much people suck. And as the song plays on,
Why would he
you continue to
bastardize my
watch
song like that?
the scene
Because he's just not a nice
of people touching this lute, being impacted by some sort of magic, falling over. And they don't seem to get up right away. They just kind of keep laying there. And the vision slowly fades as the song continues,
Can you run up to the loot
mercifully.
in the thing and see what's on it?
Yeah, did we see more the runes like we did on the back?
I mean, they're still there.
Okay.
But
Are they bigger or glowier than normal?
No. No.
Can Zuri get a better look at it?
I don't
Since
know.
we are now aware that they're there.
Can I?
Tell you what. Make an Arcana check.
With
Because
guidance.
that's what I think you'd probably have. That's how you try to interpret it, at least.
Didn't roll well. 12?
It's not immediately clear what they're for. Obviously, you understand they're magic. But you think this might be runes from some other, way of manipulating magic. Like a different sort of school. I don't mean that as school of magic.
But like druidic magic versus arcane magic, for example.
Exactly.
That sort of.
Yeah, this is like another way of creating magic that you're unfamiliar with.
Well, I know I don't know anything about cleric magic because I'm bad at religion. So.
Well,
So there you go.
you are
That's-
nines.
Woo!
That was even
Do
more.
it again!
That was more grotesque than the first one. Do you want to keep doing that?
Well, yeah, I want to find out what they're doing, and then we can stop it.
Oh, well,
Yeah, I still want
stopping.
my loot back.
I would like it to be
After all
stopped.
those people touched it.
You disinfect it,
Okay.
put new lacquer on it.
Do you know how to do that?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You do.
What?
Why were you wooing so much?
Because it pisses you off?
By the way, kind of as you were watching that.
He looked at us.
No,
Oh.
no. As you come out of the vision, you are once again a badger.
Olsef, what did you do?
I did not woo.
Fair point. Sorry, why do you're a druid?
You get the sense that perhaps you might be able to, for like an hour a day, maybe resetting at dusk, become yourself.
So it's temporary.
How come all the good things in life are temporary?
You have to work on
Perhaps
that.
you are like 1/24th back to normal.
You keep practicing.
I better not change back when I go to sleep. That's why I'm a Viking. Sorry, that joke came back for like a hot minute. Now it's gone again. I'm bringing it back.
Cool. All right. So that's one of your legend lores. Was there any other legend lore that you'd like to do? I know that you had talked about doing some Soria stuff at one point.
Yes, we did talk about doing Zoria stuff. Which one did you want?
Oh, probably on Rissa.
Yeah, we'll do that one.
The
Like
legendary
2 days.
homeland of the changelings.
Okay.
I talk about it all the time.
Do you?
No, not to you. To Dole.
So it would be like day 4, do another one.
Yeah, in between concerts.
He needs some time to purge the thought of the voice from it.
Yeah, and also like the divorcees probably had to like blow all the incense that like just accumulated in that room.
Caked
Just
it.
like you can't use the bad stuff, so you have to like clean it all out. And then like
you wanna
after
do-
like 2 solid days of just cleaning it down, I come back down.
You want to do it
throw
on
my
deck?
No, we already got it set up here. My ivory's already there.
You never picked it up?
Oh, it was heavy. So I get another big bag of incense.
It is like on this the scale in D&D, like it's a small amount of incense because most of the stuff, like most of the economies in D&D are set up where like a gold is like a dollar, but I tried to make it more balanced among everything based on how much like food costs, and it winds up wrecking the economy.
You
of
can
the
just
spell.
pretend the incense is like only specially magically treated, and it can only be done by an elder dragon or something.
Because
and
it doesn't say that. It just says 200 gold
And,
worth of incense.
and it's one stick for 200 gold.
But as it turns out, it's the equivalent of an entire sandalwood tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we set fire to that tree.
Okay. One more time.
Oh, who joined us for this one?
Oh, everyone! This is quite an event. Anyone who's available enjoys this.
I hope there's nothing embarrassing in this one.
No, we'll find out.
Well, there's only one way to find out, right?
Okay, we make the noise needed to like do the do the flashback. I don't know. No, that's like overused. No, that's
totally overused.
yeah, it's overused. A little better.
That's also overused because they actually do that joke.
Who?
That's a Wayne's World joke.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's Wayne's World, and they
How about-
actually do the at one point.
Yeah, like some sort of like wax on.
Maybe. Ding, ding, the visions are coming. The visions are coming.
Oh yeah, like some sort of train vision. Just all aboard the vision train.
Or I could just start narrating. Like that's the thing we
Fine.
can do.
I'll
No,
do
no,
that.
it has to be different every time.
I like the vision train thing.
Yeah, the vision train's good.
All right, we do a vision train.
Yeah, we do vision train. Everyone gets together. I'm
Bored.
the engine. Also,
Of course, you're the engine. Did you really need to say that?
Yes, I did.
You're the conductor.
No.
No, he's the caboose.
I'm food
No.
and beverage manager.
Why?
What? It's my vision train. You're the caboose.
We're just along for the ride.
Yeah.
All right.
So we all get in a caboose.
I have to carry everybody. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, including the engine.
Uh huh.
It's a.
All right.
It's a
Read it.
rear-wheel- it's
Why
a
don't you read it for
It's not a
us?
very good train.
It's a rear-wheel drive train.
Please read the thing.
Yeah.
What?
So
Oh, it's a rear-wheel drive train.
It just pushes everything forward.
You know, they made that once. It was called the worst train ever made, and I'm quoting a death trap. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's because you don't watch Top Gear, and that's probably fine. So, the smoke
Choo-choo.
from the sandalwood tree
It's bellowing out the exhaust.
I hate this so much. The smoke from the sandalwood tree fills everything. And you lose sight of one another within the clouds. As you descend into the vision, you realize that those puffs of smoke are now indeed wisps of clouds. You sail through them, flying high above frozen lands beneath you, stretching as far as you can see. As you move toward the northern horizon, a glimmering city slowly appears, starting as a single piercing point and quickly growing to reveal a metropolis. Gleaming marble white towers soar above the landscape as you draw ever nearer to this grand city. Your surroundings become clearer. You realize that you are in fact aboard a vessel suspended beneath a stiff bladder, and you are sailing on an airship. Dozens of Rosati, that's what changelings call themselves in my world, clamber to the edges of the ship. Wonder and delight painted across their faces as they gaze over the edge to the 1,000 feet below them. The speed of the ship is indeed quite impressive, faster than anything that you've ever traveled on before, save for maybe that one special carriage. In the distance, you see a large bay, some outlying islands. Although it must be hundreds of miles away, it feels like you could reach out and touch it. The airship slowly pulls up to a dock. High above the city streets, attached to the peak of a skyscraper. All the Rosati disembark, and others board, replacing them within minutes. Your gaze follows one Rosati off the airship, and the vision moves to be closer to them, following them through the crowd. You're not sure quite what, but something about his presence simply draws you in. He walks through the open doors of the building and enters a large lobby, adorned with chairs, a bar, tables, and currently hosting a grand celebration. The man continues to a circular platform with a railing surrounding it. Roughly a dozen others move on to the same plate, and once it becomes full, a magical barrier is erected around it, and it quickly begins its descent. Wood Woman turns to the man you focused on and asks a question. So, Guros, what do you think of my latest invention? The man you've been following replies. Well, I've lived more years than can be counted, and you never fail to surprise me with each new creation, Nadath. I don't know what purpose it serves, but it certainly is fun, and that is often enough. You know, Nadath replies, you've come a long way. Everything used to need to have a purpose. I'm glad that you've embraced that sometimes enjoyment is enough. Thank you, Guros begins. It's never too late in life for a little personal growth, even if you've lived thousands of years. But I suppose you should probably forgive me just a bit, because when you've lived through a world-ending calamity, it's not easy to forget about fun being robbed from you. And before you start, yes, I know, it's been exactly 1,000 years since we came here, but it's still not easy. Nadath quips back. I know. That must have been beyond hard to go through, but just try not to throw a wet blanket on the crowd today. Everyone's pretty excited. She glances at him with a gently mocking expression. No sooner than Nadath finishes her retort, the platform comes to a halt and the barrier drops. The gathered Rasati step off from the moving disc, and you follow the pair through another set of doors and out onto a stage. Fireworks erupt and send a dazzling noise crackling through the air. Guros walks towards a small sphere atop a pole and speaks into it, his voice amplified to the endless crowd in the square and streets in front of him. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Onrissa's Millennial Celebration.
Woo!
A roar rolls through the audience.
How do you like it?
I love it.
For 1,000 years, we've lived here, and together, we've prospered.
Woo!
I've worked to guide us for a millennia now, alongside many generations of our finest leaders. But today, I realize that it is my time to step back for a while and let other voices be heard.
Woo!
I'm not leaving you, but it's my turn to be led for a change. We need fresh ideas to continue our prosperity here, in the frigid north of this world. There are new countries that are being made, and for the first time, we might just have some neighbors. They likely will not understand us nor our ways, but we must meet them regardless, because this world is not ours alone. As always, together, we are unbreakable. Apart, we are nothing. Here's to another 1,000 years together. As he finishes his brief speech, he steps to the side and casts some sort of spell, sending another round of fireworks into the air, and this time, bright baubles of candy fall to the ground, and the crowd roars in joy while children scatter to pick up the pieces.
How many adults do it?
Fair number. Guros hugs Nadath, and there are tears in the eyes of nearly everyone around them. They hold their embrace as the vision fades back into the smoky mists.
Oh, you are Azoria.
Yeah.
Do you know this Gyros?
There's stories about him.
Oh. Which say that what?
Mostly that he devised a way to not die.
Wow.
The sort of, I mean, it's just a story, but it was that he figured out a way to permanently transform regularly into a younger version of himself and have it stay.
So it is not typical to live 1,000 years.
No.
You're telling me I won't live to be 1,000 years old?
Are you Rasati?
I'm a badger.
I don't know. Do you know how long badgers live for?
Next week?
They live for 5, 4, 3.
And I turn invisible.
No, that resets it.
Yeah, I mean, that's the main thrust of the myth.
Oh.
I didn't know he was a leader,
Oh.
really,
Oh.
of Onrissa. I've never heard of Nadath before.
So do we know who became leader after Gyros?
Well, typically it was like a council of elders situation, supposedly. Sort of a, educated council.
So if this Gyros could live forever, is he still alive?
I mean, I don't know.
We should ask him.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
can do a legend lore on that guy next time.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, maybe we'll see he's just been hanging out on a beach in Silcine for however long.
At least 2 years.
At least.
Yeah, at least.
Maybe he saw Honker.
Maybe he is Honker.
Well,
Maybe he is.
So this has turned into more of a mystery than an answer.
There's been a lot of mysteries with Onrissa, actually. My mother's been going off to find it.
Oh, trying to find the original city.
Yeah.
And we found it by accident.
What do you... No,
Well, we found a city by accident.
that wasn't Onrissa.
That was
It
on
was on
Risto.
Risto. A different place.
It was made much later.
It came later. Maybe, I think that was the guy with the really cool hat.
You need to have like more unique names. in your-
Jarella.
I know that name. I did not know that the Badger cared anything other than about
The
the hat.
Badger.
The badger.
That the Badger cared about anything other than the hat.
Well, thanks for the
Why am I
spell,
so local?
Badger.
No more legend lore for either of you. I'm hoarding it.
You didn't hear that. I was just
Holwyn
talking
looks up
to...
from some notes they were taking. Wait, did you change your name? Do I have to change all the
No,
merchandise?
it's just nines.
The Badger.
It's not.
Just nines.
Oh, just nines.
Nines the outlaw bard. Get that on a t-shirt.
Oh. I guess you should skip the just.
Okay. Quit changing your name. This is the
I'm
last
not the one
time.
changing it. He's the one who's changing it.
You're the one who controls your name. This is the last
Then
time I'm
why are
changing
you
it.
listening to him?
I'm not. I'm listening to you. You just
Listen-
told me Just Nines, the outlaw bard. Like, now I gotta do that.
Wait, are you gonna put just nines the outlaw bard?
That's what you told me to do.
Oh my god, you just have to say nines the outlaw bard. Repeat it back to me.
I just have to say Nines, the
Oh
outlaw
my
bard.
Your name keeps getting
Yeah,
longer.
what?
Why don't you write out what you want
You could skywrite
And
it.
right.
in this
Do we
room?
have to put all of this on the shirt? This is getting really
Oh my
long.
god. I
been
grab
digging?
Hillwood by the arm, we go outside. It's like, oh wow, this would be a great place to do this spell.
Oh, and you're not allowed to talk to Ulseth anymore.
But it's
and I
fun
sky-
to razz Nines.
I do skywrite nines the outlaw bard.
Is there like a comma
And then the
or
League
colon
of
between
Shadows
nines
that's and a bunch of goodaddies just
his
swarm
name,
us.
Nothing more, period.
That is a long name now.
10 words or less.
Holwyn, basically really enjoys just harassing you.
Really?
Yeah, they do. I like that. And on that note, we're going to take a break. And when we come back, we're going to talk about the one thing that their crew members wanted to talk about.
Oh.
See you soon. Welcome back, everyone. We've returned from break, and when we left off, we just heard a little bit of lore about Anrissa, the perhaps not so mythical homeland of the changeling people here in this world. And I think we'd kind of concluded the conversation that you were having, but I want to make sure that I didn't accidentally cut anything off.
I think we were good.
But now we're arguing if I'm a changeling or not. One, I was a tabaxi. Now I'm a badger.
That's not
Thus,
a thing changelings.
I'm changeling.
That's not a thing changelings can do.
I've seen you turn into a badger.
That's a druid thing.
You're acting like there's an actual difference, and I don't think there is.
There is.
I think you're lying.
Do you think Muriel was a changeling? She could turn into badgers.
Well, now I do.
You are confusing changeling with changer.
Yes, aren't you?
Oh, I am not confused.
Insight check. I rolled a 25. Why am I rolling high on this crap?
Were you lying, also?
No.
Oh.
I don't believe you.
Well,
I
You reject your insight.
Yeah, I switch. I take a nat 1.
Your insight check is so good that it makes you angry, and you reject it. To quote a famous quasi-scientific show, I reject your reality and substitute my own.
I was thinking about that too. Anyway, we're on a boat and someone wants our assistance.
Attention.
Well, one of your crewmates, specifically Soloth,
so
who is the leader of this mission.
And currently brewing coffee.
Yeah, yes. Prael is over there with this kind of setup that you hadn't seen before. And it's clearly like an espresso rig.
Mm-hmm.
But it's missing a lot of this usual stuff.
And instead it's just Soloth, sort of like in Jurassic Park with what's his name? Jeff Goldblum, where he's like laying there, but it's all on top of him.
No, Soloth's just holding his hand under the boiler.
While he's
No, I
lying
like
there.
our way way better.
The Jeff Goldblum. Yeah.
Anytime you mention Jeff Goldblum, it gets better.
Okay, fine.
Yes.
Soloth is laying back with his shirt off, just like,
Well, open, not off.
well, yeah, open is like, yeah, hey.
I'm
Like,
heating
wait,
the
do you
coffee.
need to have your shirt
I'm-
mostly off for that?
We watch The Voice. This is what happens.
I'm Jeff Soulbloom.
No.
With like way too much hair going on.
Is there like a fan like blowing it too? Like,
So,
how long
like,
is so offset?
like in court when you know on TV on
strong.
court when they say strike that and they say that should be stricken from the record and then it doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
Can that happen to what just happened?
No.
No.
Can you take it out in post?
Can? Yes. Will? No.
Can you make it worse in post? Like we just stop and then like you do like a drawing tutorial where you're drawing in it?
Can?
Soloth,
Yes.
did you have
will,
something to
no.
talk to us about?
Yes,
Okay.
you have my undivided attention.
And coffee.
He's, like heating the espresso.
Then why is his shirt off?
It isn't. He's heating the espresso since you wanted that and I gave you that, but you kept going for more.
No,
God,
we don't
great.
want it heated. We want the espresso. Can we
And we
have,
know things are getting heated in the
can
room.
we have a double espresso instead of these teeny cups? Like a
You wanted to talk to us, Soloth?
okay. I'm enjoying my double espresso.
It wouldn't be Dice and Dungeons without pedantic players. Soloth, yes, I have some worries, and I want everyone's opinions and input on it. So, he gathers pretty much everyone around as the ship is mostly calm for a moment. You're meeting on deck, so you can keep an eye on things. As some of you were briefed, the original plan was to simply book passage from Costeria straight to Tabaxavoy. Didn't quite work out like that, obviously.
We're getting closer, though.
And the original plan had us going from Tabaxavoy into Sizitstan. I was intending to pick up a great number of supplies, some additional company of Blade's mercenaries. Those mercenaries would not be briefed on our actual goals and mission, but they would provide excellent cover for our operations. However, with the addition of the League of Shadows, the more aggressive stance of the Tashira Noon, and the likely presence of the Ulfstein Grotfels via the Obama Buddies. Is that what you guys call them?
Goo daddies.
I am not saying that.
What about goo mommies?
Grot fellas.
Sure. The Grotfellas.
Was that us too?
With the addition of them, I don't feel comfortable pulling in other members of the Company of Blades without being able to brief them on those groups and the threat that they present. But doing so would compromise the rest of our objectives and could create more leaks. Obviously, someone already knows of our plans, so I'm loath to rope anyone else in without giving them the information they need to protect themselves, and I don't want to give them that information because it could just be more of a threat to us.
So you are saying we're not getting more help?
Well, I don't think we can accomplish our mission without more help.
Do you think we have a mole?
Here among us? No. But
Badger, I'm not a mole.
Oh,
but yes,
close, though.
What about you?
I do believe that
I do
somewhere.
not think I can become a mole.
What about me?
No.
All right.
But yes, I do believe that somewhere, someone is compromising the safety and security of this operation. There's a leak, and I don't know where.
In this boat?
No,
Maybe on the boat.
I've been able to effectively rule out anyone here.
Oh, good.
That is good news.
That's great news.
Then we will be
Right.
suspicious of everybody who is not on the boat.
And my cover's not blown.
The Divorcees and the Serpentis Six lacked the information about our destination. They did not know where we were going until we were already there, at least in Illyridel. The four of you never received any of that information at all, and we know full well that you already managed to piss off the Grotfels and they're trying to kill you, so leaking to them doesn't make any sense. I obviously don't suspect Prael of anything, so there's no one in this group that would be able to provide a leak.
What about you?
Why would I risk my own life?
I don't know what they're offering you.
What if one of us was leaking to the Grotfels in order to get clemency so that they could survive?
I suppose that's possible, although it seems highly unlikely.
The only way that would make sense is if one of us didn't get attacked during the combats.
Ever.
Yeah. What?
Owen.
Oh, Hoboken was mostly dead that one time.
Yeah. So, what is it you want done when we get to Tabaxavoy?
Well, right now, I want ideas on who we might be able to recruit. And how we might be able to keep them safe if we do. While also keeping us safe.
Well, could we trust the Tabaxavoy?
Sure, why not? That's full of trustworthy people.
Who would you recruit? It's your hometown.
None of my family.
Is there like a...
I'm already here. Why are you criticizing my presence?
What? How long have you been sitting there?
The whole time. I've been here for this whole thing. I'm part of the operation.
He was just eating
What was he eating?
a big ham sandwich.
Why didn't I get ham sandwich?
You did. You ate it already.
Why didn't I get two ham sandwich? You know how forgetful I am.
Everyone had a ham sandwich.
Anyway, I pull out my other ham sandwich.
Yeah, is there... Well, okay, can we call in a different mercenary company?
Yeah, we don't care about them.
Are there any
Possibly.
are there any infamous cutthroat circus troops in Tabaxavoy that we could hire?
Circus groups.
Like Cirque du Soleil?
What are you talking about? Sorry.
I'm just spitballing ideas. I know nothing about your country.
Don't spit on my country.
It's on the boat.
Spit over the railing of the
Don't
boat.
spit in the ocean. I hate that place.
Oh yeah, spit in the ocean. That is a good game.
That's where the abyss is.
Volodymyr, do you know anything about your country?
You know, Soria, it's a funny thing. I actually don't know many things about my own country.
Because mine seems to be lacking in that department.
Well,
It does seem to be odd how strangely coy he is being about facts of things that he knows very well indeed. And it would be so strange if perhaps the dungeon mistress sent him a briefing sheet about facts on his own country to ensure that he would not be embarrassed by such things.
I don't like talking about my country, but no, they do not have circus stuff.
Okay. Can we recruit a different mercenary group?
Yes, possible, I suppose. There's plenty of other mercenary groups.
We should hire that League of Shadows. I hear good things about them.
they seem to be
They
in
have a terrible success rate, though.
Yes, they have failed every time. But
Yeah, to be fair, I think their success rate is currently 0. I don't have a very high opinion of them.
Unless we're all ghosts.
okay, well, I am feeling
A ghost
Bruce
can touch
Willis walks
another
by.
ghost.
Wait, did you say a ghost can touch another goat?
Yeah, whatever.
Ghosts can touch goats.
Ghosts,
Duh.
chupacabras, whatever.
so. We have never been. Well, you have been to Tabaxavoy because you are from there,
And Volodymyr.
and Volodymyr, but we have not been there.
Helen, have you been?
And so
No, never been.
it is difficult to come up with alternatives from a place that we have never been.
But we do know of other mercenary companies.
We know that there are some, but
Yeah.
do they exist in Tabaxavoy?
Tabaxavoy, a big place.
Tabaxavoy is very similar to any large city.
Ah, so
It's
this
just full of tabaxi.
And there's a lot more fur just all over things.
Yes, and you never have a hard time finding a bathroom.
Cool.
It's true. We have public restrooms everywhere.
Very clean, too.
That's nice.
It is nice.
You will enjoy our beautiful city.
Ah, so you know how to find these other mercenary groups?
I mean, of course, but finding a mercenary group is not the difficult part. We could just as easily walk into any of their recruitment centers and
Oh.
ask them to do work. But who is asking to do work? The Company of Blades has already been hired to provide aid. But if we continue to involve them, we are sure to be marked by League of Shadows, and then it puts other company members at risk, if I understand Mr. Soloth's worries. Yeah, that's pretty much right.
So if they are not of the company of blades, they will not attack?
Well, I don't think that necessarily, but it certainly makes us easier to find. If we were to go use the company house, that's just one more positive ID. All of us all alone are not necessarily so unique. Soria can look like anything that she wants. So, Ulseth, you can, not permanently, but at least temporarily, disguise yourself and vanish. The most troubling one of all of us is, honestly, probably Nines. However,
I have found Nines to be most troubling also.
with a large traveling backpack at only 4 feet in length, you could easily hide within something.
Yes, Olsef, you need to carry me.
I knew that was coming.
I will be on your back and I will insult people that attack you.
The rest of
you.
us could change our hair color, put on some enchantments
Mustaches.
to temporarily change our appearances.
We can get face tattoos. No one will recognize us with those.
But I don't want to lead them straight into a whole bunch of other innocent people. The League of Shadows isn't really known for being particular when going after their target.
So, anyone we hire, though, we'll put in danger.
Correct.
So are you saying we shouldn't hire anyone?
I'm saying if we can hide amongst another group, that might be something.
I see.
So we would assume the identity of the other mercenary group.
Okay.
Maybe the Guild of Thieves.
And there's hardly any
Well, it's a
guarantee, but I
guild of
want to try to
thieves.
protect people as much as we can. We still need to gather supplies and get enough people together.
Oh, is there like is there like a fantasy world Red Cross equivalent that we could?
Not really.
Okay.
There's not like...
You can make one.
I mean, there's nothing... I'm certainly not going to stop you if you want to try to organize a, aid and relief organization.
Well,
I
I am
can-
not sure that I can be of much help in this endeavor other than having to carry Nines all over the place.
Maybe Dole could use his connection with the Arcane Masters.
Well, that's an interesting idea, isn't it? You have a friend in the Arcane Masters,
Uh-huh.
not just a contact.
Yeah.
If I understand your relationship correctly,
Yeah.
you two are maybe an item.
What?
It seems like you're dating. You talk to him every night.
We're working on a golem?
Was that what you're doing?
Is that what it's called?
Ulseth too.
Well, I know about Ulseth too, but
Anyway.
See, I told you there would be confusion, and you told me no, there would not be any confusion. But yes, there is confusion.
Anyway, we could talk to Dole, see if maybe the Arcane Masters, we kind of know Madame Malsamé too. Maybe she hires them.
Oh. Madame Olsene is apparently quite powerful.
it might be easier with such potent magic users. Might they be able to create some sort of enchantment on us to disguise us, an illusion?
Oh, like, yeah, maybe.
It might allow us to move uninterrupted, continue with our original plans. Ostensibly, the company of Blades is already paid for. The contracts are there waiting, and people are ready to move. But if we aren't seen, that would make things a lot safer for everybody. The hard part of doing that is keeping it up. Do you think that Dole might be able to give us something potent enough to keep an illusion going that long.
I don't think illusions are his specialty, but we can ask him.
How long must we be illusioned?
Potentially
Days.
days or weeks. If we need to have some sort of recharging period, I think we can probably accommodate that. A day where we simply stay inside. It raises the risk a bit more, but we could work around it. But if we had something that kept us appearing different for a long time, maybe that would help.
What do you think we should look like?
Anything other than ourselves, basically.
Done.
Done. Yeah.
Two of you are easy enough to solve. The rest of us have some problems.
Do you want... Okay.
Why don't you just uncoordinate the Serpentis 6? That would probably help.
Do we want to be...
They all look at you like, no, no.
Do you want us to be transformed before we get to Tabaxavoy, so we arrive in Tabaxavoy someone else entirely?
I think that'd probably be the best idea, yeah.
Done.
Again, you go in the backpack. If it makes you feel any better, we can probably rig up a system or something where you can, like, ratatouille Olseth.
Because I would love to ratatouille Olseth.
All right, let me call Dol.
All right.
Hey, Dol?
Yes, Soria.
You up?
You're early.
Yeah.
Usually you wait until the evening hours.
Oh, well, we're having a meeting right now about sneaking into Tabaxavoy.
Yes.
So you're on speaker with everyone.
Have you been?
Several times, yes.
Isn't it a nice city?
I quite enjoy it there.
What's your favorite part?
I especially like the warm beaches.
What's over in Silts Bay? That general area?
Litterbox Bay.
I don't have a particularly favorite spot. I mostly just enjoy the warm sand and dry air.
Do you just like it because there's not many tabaxi in the actual sand part?
No, I just like beaches and warm, dry air.
Yeah, write that down.
It's comfortable.
I already know that.
When did you know that?
Talk to him.
About... Are you the margarita... Not margarita... What's the song about the two horrible people that tried to divorce each other?
Pina coladas.
Yeah, that one!
That entire song is the perfect lesson on what our culture apparently finds romantic.
Mm-hmm.
Talking to your partner, getting to know them, asking about what they enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
No, fuck that.
No.
Instead,
Just
let's
start cheating on
let's
each
start
other.
cheating on each other. Write about the things that we like. Find a person who matches that. Oopsie doodle, it's the person I'm married to. Conversation could have solved all of this, and we wouldn't have spent, presumably, at least several years in a miserable, loveless marriage, only to discover that, oh my god, if we'd thought about saying literally anything about what we like, our relationship might have been solved.
Well,
you
at least
know
we got
what?
a good song out of
And
it.
even more important,
Fair.
we wouldn't have gotten that song, and we would have saved 3 minutes of our lives over and over and over again because that song wouldn't have been existing.
Did you catch all that, Dol?
But do you like pina coladas?
No,
What about getting caught in the rain?
not really.
Wow, you
Just
should not
stop.
date this woman, Olsef.
All right.
So-
what about,
Just
are you into yoga?
no.
Oh, that's...
Do you have half a brain?
Okay.
The whole one. I kept both halves.
Oh, this ain't gonna work.
No. See what I mean?
So anyway, Dol, now that non sequitur is done,
Yes, thankfully.
we have a question. How are you with illusion magic?
Perhaps more proficient than I would appreciate being widely known.
Oh, okay.
We will not tell.
So we're being chased by the League of Shadows and a bunch of Obama buddies and
Goo Daddies.
the Tashiranoon. And do we have any other enemies?
Grotfelds.
Well, there's a Goo Daddy.
Oh, yeah.
The voice.
The voice and his henchmen.
Shadows.
Shadows?
And the League of
I
Shadows.
started with that one.
Wait, what about the murder cult?
Maybe a murder cult.
We haven't talked about the murder cult in a while.
Maybe 2 murder cults.
Anyway,
Yeah, there could be competing murder cults.
we are needing to be a little more covert when we approach Tabaxavoy. Do you have any sort of magic item or power that will let us disguise ourselves for extended periods of time as we make our way to Tizitstan?
If I understand correctly, you want to look like someone you're not to avoid detection,
Yes.
and you need to work for an extended period of time.
Yes. And if you tell Madame Malsame it's for stopping war from happening, maybe she'll help out.
Confidentially, the less than Madame Malsame is involved, often the better it is.
Oh, okay.
You have a history?
Almost everyone has a history with Madame Malsame. She is a lich, after all.
After all.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we should legend lore that.
Even we could
Maybe
write
she-
it down.
Was she
With
legion?
what? I'm a bard. I don't write things down.
Do you think there's anything you could do to help us in that front?
Well, if each of you is willing to part with a bit of hair, I should be able to craft something that, well, suits your needs most of the time.
Yeah, I think that's fine. We all have hair.
Oh, very good. If you wouldn't mind just setting the book down, please. Dole's head pops up out of the pages.
Oh my god!
What?
How does it come out of books normally?
He does that all the time.
And he kind
What?
of begins to, like, crawl his way out.
Oh,
It's
Hello, you
easier
Lord
than
Dole.
casting teleportation when you're on a moving vessel.
you are on a moving vessel?
We're on a boat.
We're on a, yeah. Do you know what a
You
boat
are.
is?
I was at home.
Is your
So
home?
Dole was
no.
implying that Dole was on a moving vessel.
No. I was trying to say it's easier to do this than to target a moving vessel with a teleportation.
What
target.
if you're on a moving vessel going the same speed as the other vessel in the same direction?
It's still challenging.
But is it less challenging?
No.
It's just as challenging.
It is creepy seeing
Probably
you come
more
out
so.
of a book, though. That was
I
creepy.
cannot deny that.
Something weird.
It's called a gateway spell. It allows me to open a door.
That's why the book
Into-
has cow print on the outside.
Oh.
What did you say?
Why the book has cow print on the cover.
That's a
That was,
it's a deep cut for the '90s kids.
yeah.
Anyway,
So,
don't worry about it.
if you got that joke,
Congratulations.
let us know in the comments. Soria,
You want more of my hair?
I'll need a fair bit. I do apologize.
Should I turn into an Afghan hound?
Pulls out a sharp knife and just sort of like gives you a very close shave along the side of your head.
I can regrow it.
Or just change back to make it look like that.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
So I do not understand why you need to be transformed if you can transform yourself.
I don't know. Magic?
I want to make sure this works.
Or are you using my changeling hair as like a reagent, maybe?
We'll find out.
I want to make sure this works. It's been, and I hope you take no offense to this, a bit of magic I've been pursuing since I saw how your Orat Mall works.
Oh. Why would I take offense to that?
The Mall doesn't have any magic, though.
Since the Orat Mall possesses similar properties to you as a changeling, I thought perhaps we could use some of your material to impact living things.
Sure, yeah. That sounds fun.
Dole sets the hair down and moves his hands in such a manner that glyphs appear floating in the air above it. A crystalline structure appears around the hair, begins to levitate up, becomes smaller and smaller, tighter and tighter, until it looks like a small gemstone fit for a ring. This is incredibly experimental.
Does that make it dangerous?
Potentially, yes.
You go
Quite
first, Olseth.
dangerous.
I was going to recommend that you try it.
No, I think you should do it, as I cast suggestion on Olseth.
I do not believe that this magic would have any effect on Nines, given the state of his curse.
I still cast
He
suggestion.
can turn into a
on-
tabaxi again.
How fortunate for you.
He has a god item thing.
Yeah, you want to see
Somehow, and unsurprisingly, that makes sense.
it? Doesn't it?
So, if I am transformed, I still need to be large and strong enough to be able to carry nines in badger form routinely.
Just turn into a troll.
This,
It's not that much of a stretch.
this will be halfway
I make very
between.
rude gestures at nines.
Gotta shrink the nose down a little.
This
I
will
make
be
really
half-
rude gestures at Zoria.
This will be halfway between illusion magic and a changeling's innate ability. You will be able to control your appearance, and it can adjust your size to a degree. But it is still an illusion spell at its heart. I've tried this myself once or twice. You have to concentrate quite hard on keeping the illusion up. It may be taxing, and you will need to rest. But it should work. Well, Seth, put the ring on.
Are you married now?
To my
You
hair.
feel a strange energy coursing through you.
Bzzz. Does
Does it make that noise?
Yes. Bzzz. That's how
Olseth
you can
makes that
tell.
noise.
Olseth makes that noise.
I
yes.
make that noise because that's how it feels. It goes bzzz.
And
It's turning into a bee.
you then
I've seen that
begin
movie. No, I didn't actually.
floating up as
Floating up.
rainbow hues begin emanating from you, and your head becomes massive as you float. I'm making a Star Trek joke because I called it a strange energy.
Yeah.
So Olseth is dead
It was
now.
good. We drop a boulder on Olseth.
Yeah, there you go. Problem solved. You do feel a strange energy pulsing through you. And then it's sort of a almost gentle, constant, low-level vibration. If the ring worked, you should be able to simply imagine yourself as someone that you've seen, or at least someone that you can conjure in your head.
So I look like the Forge.
Why don't you roll a wisdom check
Oh.
and add your proficiency bonus to it?
Why are you slapping him?
I'm
You
giving
cannot
him
give him
guide.
guidance for this.
Why not?
Because you can't keep giving guidance to everyone else at the same time.
That's why everyone takes turns.
Can I have guidance?
Yeah.
14.
The image is quite convincing. Even if from certain angles it occasionally flutters a little bit. But
I look menacingly at Zoria.
It's the forge. Kill him.
image is convincing.
All right, we push Olsef off of the boat.
No, I push back.
Well, I'm not going to win that fight.
I should be able to make this for everyone in the group. I will have to rest here tonight. The
Slumber party!
spell does take a great deal of energy.
What would you like for dinner?
Curry, if possible.
Oh, yeah.
So, you are a doll.
Yes.
So, you said that I must keep concentrating in order to keep looking like the forge. What if, like I am sleeping, or if we get into combat and I need to pay attention to what is going on and that sort of thing?
That is something that isn't perfect about the spell.
Okay. And I do not need to keep looking like the forge all the time, is that correct?
You should probably look like someone less conspicuous.
Yeah.
Ah,
Why don't we be like grizzled fisher peoples or something? Like, what's our? We need
are
a
in
cover story.
Tabaxavoy. We should look like Tabaxi, no?
No.
No?
We need a cover
Why not?
story for going into Tizitstan.
We're mercenaries for the
Company of
Swords.
Blades. The Swordy Company.
The knifey pointy ones.
We were going to be other people once before.
Why don't we be
but I cannot
merchants
remember what that was.
with guards?
Oh, yes, I was going
Just
to be a guard.
nondescript merchants.
With a badger.
Look nondescript. Also,
Let's remove all descript.
Nondescript.
get like, just like a blue blouse, pants.
I grab one of my mundane pins and attempt to draw from it inspiration as I think about looking mundane.
If he fails this, does he just
I mean-
turn into the most spectacular human?
So
you've ever
you're
seen?
basically just trying to come up with generic
I'm trying to look.
Caravan guard.
caravan guard. Okay.
It's hard when you can't just say default guard model.
You do that.
And you don't want to hit random, or else you'll have like pink hair and like all sorts of crazy
I
stuff.
do not think this is very helpful, but
I'm
let
a
us see what I
character
turn
generator.
into.
Is there like a randomize on the ring? Like,
No. Because we're wasting time.
All right, so we turn into generic merchant caravan.
is that
Is
the
our
name
plan.
of our group?
No, it doesn't even have a group name. It's just
No, it's just like we just happen to be going
we're like
together.
we're all part of Marty's merchant caravan.
So we're part of a chain.
No, it's just the name of the caravan.
Yeah, Marty's, but there isn't any Marty with us.
No,
Now, Marty.
he stays at headquarters.
Holwyn makes themselves a little taller.
Then
that's
what?
it.
Well, and like changes appearance and everything.
Okay.
But mostly the tall.
But Holwyn decided that they would like to be, about 1.5 feet taller.
Okay.
I've always wanted to experience what it's like being tall.
Yeah. It is.
Kind of fun.
Do I need to carry nines around?
Yeah.
I can reach things up high.
You are taller now. Could you winters carry nines?
I crawl into the back to Sun Holseth.
No. Good.
I'm making
Oh.
curry while this is happening.
I ratatouille
It-
Olsef into helping with the curry.
It takes a while, and, every few minutes, Dole comes over, scrapes more hair off you.
Now we have two people cooking.
You wanna know it's crazy, though? So I thought we were dating. How weird is that? Anyway, I'm gonna cook the curry.
Dole slowly backs out of the room.
That curry smells very good, you are Zoria.
Thanks, I learned it from Muriel.
Oh,
Oh, you should turn to Muriel.
if I am someone else who is just generic, I should probably speak generically.
Okay.
Yes, I speak default language, please.
Cormeria?
No, default.
Are you just like in a video game joke mood tonight?
Yeah.
Well, we're on a character creator.
You who are nines in my backpack.
What?
We're not even in disguise yet. Why am I carrying you now?
I don't know. You brought it up.
If anyone
So-
asks why your backpack, if anyone asks why your backpack is talking, just say it's a mimic.
So, do
People
remind
have pet mimics.
do remind me that when I am transformed into the mundane person, that I must speak in a different way.
Okay. I'll kick you every time you break character.
Ah. But you kick me anyway.
Really?
Kick twice.
All right. So make dinner. Everyone gets
Dinner.
a ring, except for me, I guess. I don't really need one.
Or me.
It
I
takes
already
several
have-
hours, and Dole, true to his word, is quite exhausted by the end of it.
Have some curry, doll.
That's a big bowl of curry.
He's exhausted.
Dole sits down in a corner, looking a bit pale, and just begins shoveling curry into his mouth.
What?
Thank you for
Why
the
are you looking
curry.
at me? Yeah.
Because you made the curry.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
I really just hope I don't spill this as I precariously hold the bowl over Olsef's head.
Just
As
over.
he's walking
You're
around.
in the backpack over all this stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Are we getting
Are
into
these
the
childhood memories very important to you, Olsef?
All right. So we'll spend the night. And then are we getting into Tabaxavoy the next day?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, okay.
And you have a plan.
Oh.
Yeah. So everyone is.
What our plan is to just be someone else
Yeah. Well, that seems...
and just like wander around and what is our plan
Well, you're-
when we get there?
Basically, your plan, to recap, is instead of changing the original plan, you
Change yourself.
changed yourselves so you could still stick with the original plan, and
Oh,
yeah, and then you
so
could
now we
make it
can
work.
hire the company of Blades to join us because we aren't us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You went through, and because you didn't, you don't look like you guys. You have a better chance of blending in and not being noticed by a fairly high number of extremely violent groups pursuing you.
And we can hire the company of Blades as Marty's Merchant Caravan TM.
Mm-hmm.
To take us into Tizitstan.
All right,
So we sleep the night.
you sleep the
I'll
night.
say goodbye to Dole in the morning as he climbs back through the book.
He does.
Do you stay for breakfast?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Did
Curry.
we get
That's
more
all
than one
checking.
pancake?
Yeah, of course he did.
Yeah.
What did you make for breakfast?
Waffles.
Did you have fruit on top?
Yeah. If you made fruit, you have the knife.
Okay, I put some apples there. Watermelon.
Avocado.
Durand.
Durian?
Yeah.
Mm.
The band.
Durian. The rodents. This year's smelliest
Man, I was like, what did this year smell like?
Durian.
Smelly like the wolf. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's right.
that's my favorite song. It smells like wolf spirit.
Oh,
So,
but if we are not who we are, we cannot stay at the Oh, we are staying
we're
at Nines'
we're
house.
staying at Nines' house, but we're
Right.
hiring the company.
Right. I was concerned that we did not have a place to
Oh,
stay.
no.
Or
we're
we
good.
can stay at one of the many hotels.
Well, Lodemir invited us to your house.
Yeah.
Yes, but we have money and we can stay at a nice hotel.
We don't have money to just spend
We
willy-nilly.
literally have thousands of gold to spend willy-nilly.
So, what time of day do we finally get into Tabaxavoy?
It's, fairly early in the morning. Yeah, but not like crack it on you. It's like 6:37.
So just finished breakfast.
Yeah. As you pull into a slip, Volodymyr looks at you all. Stay here. I shall go and get my friend. He is dockmaster here, and will help clear things up, make sure that the records for this ship is
Above board.
oh, I was going to say complete fabrication.
Oh, yeah.
I wink.
No, we are going to lie. That is how. So if anyone were to go look at it, they would think it is a different thing than it actually is.
Yes,
That's
I know we're going to lie. And I wink again.
That's a great idea.
I think you are confused about the lying portion of this, Nate.
Well, I know what you're doing. You're lying about the ship. And I wink again.
Yes, I am lying about the ship. No more wink.
He just had something in his eye.
Oh, well, you should get it out. Like rinse your eye with water or something.
Yeah, but out
Salt
of my
water.
backpack.
Oh, I grab my knife and I'm just like, water!
No, you use the
Do not do that.
use your keg. You can get salt water out of
He
it,
can get
Or salt water, just pour salt water right into my eye.
but not in my pack. You have to get out of the backpack before
Well,
you
we're
pour
about to
salt
leave,
water
so
all
I have
over
to
your
stay in
eyes.
pack.
All right,
Well,
so
then
we
you're
let
stuck with things in
Volodymyr
your
head
eye.
out, and we just wait for the dockmaster, I guess.
Okay. Volodymyr hops off the ship, starts walking up, in a fairly long slipway.
He doesn't get kidnapped on the way up there. does
Just
he?
immediate.
No, there's actually like hardly anyone here. This is a fairly empty area.
Are we in disguise at this point, I assume, right?
No, we're in a ship.
I believe you are in disguise, and I also believe that it might take Volodymyr about a week to go find.
Well, we're on
His
a
friend.
ship.
In a whole week? Volodymyr, pick up the pace.
Do you
What
just
can I
shout
say?
that?
What can I say? Volodymyr likes to take his time.
Meet old friends.
Have a
Come
few
to-
drinks.
Yeah. Say hello to the family.
So we have to wait a week to meet Nines' family.
Unless I find a way to, get you to go somewhere else.
Nope.
Why are you so insistent on meeting my family?
Because it'll be funny.
We've been looking forward to it. for
No
the
one will be
entire
able to
trip.
hear anything for a week after
Yes.
the conversations that will be had.
That's probably true.
That's why I have.
You
my
and
earbuds.
Volodymyr alone escalate constantly. And you have how many siblings? Many?
How do you know that we're not just the two craziest parts of the family?
We don't know that.
We don't. We'll find out when we meet them.
All right.
Well, you will. And on that note, everyone, we're going to end. Thank you for watching. I hope that you all enjoyed that. And I hope that you all stay safe. And take care of yourselves. We love you. Bye-bye.